Have you ever heard of a bride who still waits for her wedding even after death? It's a chilling thought, isn't it? Well, deep in the lush landscapes of Banyuwangi, East Java, a story like this is more than just a thought. It's a local legend that sends shivers down the spine. This is the tale of the ghost bride of Banyuwangi. Our story begins with a young woman named Shri. Like many young women, she was filled with hope and excitement for her future. She was deeply in love, her heart set on a man she was soon to marry. Her wedding day was planned, her beautiful white gown was ready, and the entire village was buzzing with anticipation. Everything was perfect. The air was thick with the scent of flowers and the promise of a new beginning. Shri imagined her life with her beloved, a life filled with laughter, family, and shared dreams. The day was supposed to be the happiest of her life. But fate, as it often does in these tales, had a cruel twist in store. As the sun rose on her wedding day, Shri prepared herself, a vision of bridal beauty. Guests began to arrive, the feast was laid out, and the celebratory music started to play. But as the hours ticked by, a sense of unease began to creep in. Her fiancé, the man she was to spend her life with, was nowhere to be found. Minutes turned into hours. The cheerful chatter of the guests slowly faded into worried whispers. Where was the groom? Shri, her heart pounding with a growing dread, tried to remain calm, telling herself there must be a simple explanation. Perhaps he was delayed, or maybe it was an elaborate, poorly timed prank. But deep down, a cold fear was taking root. The search began. Villagers fanned out, calling his name, their voices echoing through the nearby fields and along the riverbanks. The festive atmosphere had completely evaporated, replaced by a heavy cloud of anxiety. And then, the worst possible news arrived. The groom was found, but not alive and well. His body was discovered near the river, under circumstances that were shrouded in mystery. No one knew what happened. Was it an accident, or was something more sinister at play? The whispers in the village grew louder, filled with speculation and fear, but no answers could bring him back. For Shri, the world shattered in an instant. The love of her life was gone. The future they had so carefully planned was erased. The wedding celebration turned into a wake. The sounds of joy were replaced by sounds of weeping. Shri was utterly inconsolable, her heart broken into a million pieces. The beautiful white wedding dress she wore suddenly felt like a shroud, a cruel reminder of the happiness that was stolen from her. In a state of profound grief and shock, she couldn't bear the weight of her sorrow. The world had become a dark, empty place without him. Driven by a grief so powerful it consumed her, Shri made a fateful decision. Still wearing her bridal gown, the symbol of her lost dreams, she walked away from the silent, grieving crowd. She moved as if in a trance, her destination the very same river that had become the site of her tragedy. With tears streaming down her face, she walked into the deep, dark water, letting the current embrace her. She never returned. The river that took her love now took her as well, uniting them not in life, but in a tragic, watery grave. But the story doesn't end there. In fact, for the people of Banyuwangi, this is where it truly begins. Locals say that Shri's spirit was never able to rest. Her love was so strong, her heartbreak so profound, that it tied her soul to this world. They say she still lingers, a ghostly figure forever trapped between the world of the living and the dead. On quiet moonlit nights, people claim to see her, a woman in a white gown, her face pale with sorrow, her veil soaked and heavy with river water, wandering along the banks. She's not a malevolent spirit, they say. She's just lost, forever searching for the groom who never came. Fishermen who spend their nights on the river have the most chilling accounts. They claim to hear her soft, sorrowful voice carried on the wind. Sometimes it's a faint crying, a sound of pure heartbreak that can chill you to the bone. Other times, they hear her whispering, her voice barely audible above the gentle lapping of the water. She whispers the same words over and over again. "I'm still waiting." Her call echoes through the darkness, a ghostly plea for a wedding that will never happen, a reunion that can only exist in the spirit world. They call her the Ghost Bride of Banyuwangi. Her story has become a part of the local folklore, a cautionary tale whispered from one generation to the next. It's a story about love, loss, and a heartbreak so immense that it transcends even death itself. Some believe that seeing her is a bad omen, a sign of impending misfortune. Others feel a deep sense of pity for the heartbroken bride, forever stuck in her moment of greatest sorrow. They leave offerings by the river, small tokens of respect and sympathy, hoping to bring some peace to her tormented soul. The mystery of her fiancé's death adds another layer to the legend. Was it a simple, tragic accident, or was there foul play involved? Some versions of the tale hint at a rival suitor or a family feud, suggesting his death was no accident at all. This ambiguity only deepens the tragedy, making Shree's eternal weight even more poignant. If he was taken from her by a malicious act, then her ghostly search is not just for her lost love, but perhaps for a justice she never received in life. Think about it. A spirit, clad in wedding attire, forever replaying the worst day of her life. It's a powerful and haunting image. The river, once a source of life for the village, is now tinged with sadness, its waters holding the memory of this tragic love story. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, the tale of Shree, the Ghost Bride of Banyuwangi, is a fascinating look into the local culture and the timeless human themes of love and loss. It reminds us that some stories are so powerful, they feel real, their emotional weight echoing through time long after the people involved are gone. So, if you ever find yourself near a quiet river in East Java, on a still silent night, listen closely. You might just hear a faint, sorrowful whisper on the breeze, a ghostly bride still waiting for her groom. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into the folklore of Indonesia. What do you think of this tragic story? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoy tales of mystery and legend, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. We'll see you in the next one.